Good evening, dear members of DailyNetPay and its profitable private trade shares. You are going to hear great results again for trading week starting Monday, April 29th and until today, which is May 3rd, 2019. Now, just going to give you a brief description of the entire week. Well, it was a non-aggressive trading week. Over 70% profit trading Bitcoin. Wow, we did great here. And also you're going to hear a little bit about DNP Private Trade Fund shares, or the short form DNP PTFS. What that is? Well, the private trade shares right now earning you about 150% return, and it takes at least 300 days to return that. Well, 130% return is going to be in 60 to 90 days. Faster income and put you faster in the profits. That is coming in July 2019. Now, there is going to be a combination of private trade shares mixed with private trade fund shares. That news will be released once we are getting closer to that. Now, let's go to the trading platform and see what I have done for this week. You see a chart right now describing British pound New Zealand, British pound US dollar, British pound Japanese yen, US dollar, and Canadian dollar. These are the four currencies where I trade the most or most of the time. So let's go to British pound in New Zealand, enlarge the platform, and you can see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are 5 trading days from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that's the way you're going to see them on this chart. So Monday starting over here, see the numbers over here, 32 pips, 112, 66, 2600 pips. These are the profitable pips. This does not mean that we have gained all of them, but most of them. All right, so like starting Monday, okay, we got a signal to go prices down. The signal, okay, in here, see those red things, squares? I call that my trading range, okay? I have my special plan, consists of many indicators, and, I'm not going to get into details, but I have my special system that I combine many things, then I go from there. But this is the trading range. This is the trading range. Okay, this is the trading range. All of these these are the trading ranges. Now, when the price breaks below, then I go for prices down. When the price of the market breaks above the trading rate, I go for prices up or long. So short, prices down is on the bottom, prices to go up, long is going on the top. So, and how this thing works, I always look for minimum of 20 pips profit. All right, anything less, well, we probably got stopped out and lost that trade. Sometimes I go for minimum 15 pips, but depends. Okay, depends on the market. So in here, there was a 32 pip. We got most of that. We did a bunch of trades in here. Tuesday, you can see the market went upwards. We even got a good, strong signal in here. We did very well over here. We got about 80% of those 112 pips. All right, so that was good. Wednesday, midweek, 66 pips was a total run for the trading range. I think we did about 60% of that. That wasn't bad. We did all kinds of hedge fund trading in here. Wednesday, we didn't touch this market, okay? I think we lost one trade in here because you can see the trading range, it was very low. It broke out. It was uncertain. See these two signals? One is down, one is undecided, kind of upwards. So when I get something like that, well, I kind of leave that trade because unless I was aggressively trading, and this was non-aggressive trading week, so I didn't bother with that. And today, well, today was a pretty wild market, which is Friday. First, I got a signal to go down, okay, within my trading range, and the prices did go down. So we've gathered here 19 pips. Total was 26, but we got stopped out at 19. Okay, so the broker took 1 pip out of there. But anyways, because the market just shortly after that started going upwards. Then when it did break out for prices up, well, we went for prices up. And we only did 37 pips in here. I put my stop loss to low, and I didn't watch the trade. We could have tripled that amount, but anyways, that's what happened. That's what trading. So that was for British pound and New Zealand. Let's go to British pound and US dollar. Once in here, you had 5 trades, 5 days, and in here we had few 1 or 2 trades, losing trade. Yeah, it was in here, 18, okay? The minimum, like I said, was 20. Sometimes I go 15, so we got stopped out with a loss. But, yeah, and in here was 2, okay? Monday and Tuesday for British pound, US dollar. It went down, but it was only 21 maximum pips. And my stop loss was, trading stop was close, and we got stopped out because the market reversed. So there was same thing happened for here going long. But other than that, it was profitable. We had a bunch of trading hedge funds trading in here, did well. First the market went down, then it reversed, then it broke out above here, and it just kept sailing. But we got, like say, most of this 139 pips. Okay, so the third market was British pound and Japanese yen, and in here, well, in here was it was not so bad either. It was kind of rough sometimes. Okay, 77 pips on Monday, but we had this a very strong signal in here, and we got stopped out, I believe, at 65 pips. Okay, so we're gonna earn under 12 pips, but 65 is pretty good. In here was a loss, okay? It was a real market. It was a loss day, okay? In here for this British pound Japanese yen. It was going up, but within the trading range. One was outside the trading range. The market went down, didn't go down enough. You can see it was kind of like in the channel. So, now that's it is. And Thursday, yesterday, we got 48 pips down here. We got some nice profits in here. That add up. I think we traded up and down a bit, and we got more than 48 pips in here. And today, once again, was this market went down, and we got a strong signal to go down. As soon as I got a strong signal, I went down. We did 27 pips in here. Then we got limit stopped out for a profit stop out, and the market turned, and we got in here somewhere in here for the prices up, and we did not much. We did something like less than 40 pips for going up, and the trading stops, it was kind of close, so we did earn, like 40% of that 124 pips, which is still good. All right, so that was for British pound. Now let's go to the last market that I traded. It's US dollar, Canadian dollar. This market was nuts. That was nuts. This is where the most losses came in here, but this is also many profitable trades came in here. It's Monday. It started off rough, just like I said in the update today, 12 points, okay? It was pointing up within the trading range. It didn't break out. Then later, about 11 o'clock, it did break down. We went for prices down. Well, the max, it reached 12 pips, but, the minimum I always go for 20, so then market reversed, and that was the loss. Then Tuesday looked a lot better because we got a strong signal in here. for prices down. It did break out, and total pips was 58. We got a good 70% of that. Then over here we went for prices up and kind of screwed up a little bit. Loss of a little bit of these profits over here, but we'll get stopped out with a small loss. Then for Wednesday, well, prices went up within the trading range. It was a good signal. Most of these 43 pips we got in. When we got right at the top in there, we went for prices down, earned some money in here. Then for Thursday, yesterday, was a strong signal to go up. And you can see this strong signal arrow up there, but 18 pips, but we actually doubled that, because as soon as I got that signal crossing this blue, we entered in here. Okay, that's where we entered, and so that was what is it? 48. Okay, 60 and 12, 30. So we got the 40. 37 pips or something like that. All right, so that was all right, because if we would have waited up here, we would have lost that trade, because, you know, minimum is always 20 that I go. Then today for Friday, well, Friday, it was one of those days again. We lost some in here, but we have some winners, and you can see these three for prices to go up. That's 3 open trades that we have for next week. In here, we went for prices down, earn a bit, then it came way down. We got another hedge fund, which we lost that one. Then we went for prices up. We got some profits. Then we went up again for prices. We got some profits. Then the final last ones with the higher price, they are being open. So that's the trading week. Now let's go to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, I put out an update this morning of what happened in here. Okay, we had almost 72% profit trading Bitcoin, and that was less than 2 days. All right, I started out very early yesterday morning or something, very early in the morning, and we came out with almost 72% profit. How did we do this? Okay, right now you can see we did sell. I did sell over here because they were calling. I watched some of the news from a few professional traders that all they do is Bitcoin, and they said there is retracement coming down, or correction and meets the Bitcoin reaches a certain price, then it's gonna come down. Okay, it did come down, but it came down even more. When it started coming down, I bought it in here. So right now we got minus 7.59, little bit of loss. That's piddly. That's nothing. And you can see this is the correction. It's like a big channel in here. Okay, see this, like a big channel in here, stuck in here. So this is like the correction. And so, you know, I'm not sure how long, but it's gonna go back up, and it's gonna go above here, and it's gonna go back, as they predicted, 6,000. But we reached almost 5,800. Let's go to a daily chart, or let's go to 1 hour chart. Okay, and you'll see this in greater detail. Okay. All right, see, this is the market. If I can just get this thing. Okay, this is where we entered. Okay, we actually entered on the 2nd of May, was right at midnight or shortly after. We entered this. This was a limit order. I set my price to enter this. And from here, we rode the wave all the way up to here. And that's where we sold. Okay, I sold it up here. This is the current retracement that is happening in here. So the price went just above almost 5,800 today. Okay, so then it came down as the retracement. Like it came down from here to here. I went 50% of that retracement, but it's still in here. We were a little bit in profit, but it came down. But, this is the major support right here, okay? If you look way back, and this is another support. So there's a lot of support, a lot of resistance in here, but the new high is here. So the market is, in my prediction, okay, the way I see this and the way many others are seeing is the market is going to go something like this. It's not going to go, then it's going to go like that, and it's going to probably go way up here. Then from there, this is where the market is going to, once again, once it reaches close to 6,000, okay, they say it's gonna come down again to around 5,800 or something like that. Okay, so that's the way it looks. That's the prediction, and then, that's not guaranteed. Nobody really knows, but it's gonna be something like that, and hopefully it will. And so we're gonna profit hopefully another 50 to 100%. So that is for Bitcoin. All right, and what do we have next in here? All right. Okay. Where was I? All right. So we had Bitcoin, the private trade fund shares, PTFS, 130%. I just want to update you, because you got to be a member of DailyNetPay in order to get updates and or get into our DailyNetPay news update site, where there's a lot of information, and you can get there through our video site, video stats site, and you're going to get into this update in here. You can log into your DailyNetPay members. It's also in the members area. There's a bunch of interesting guides that you should click on some of these banner ads, and they tell you what they are all about it, even for DailyNetPay free advertising for members who want to earn $5 to $10 commissions. But anyways, I'm talking about this 130% return. And this morning, this is the update, Friday, May 3rd. Nothing but good news that came out. There's also a video update that I've done early this morning, and it tells you all about in there. But if you scroll way down and you go into our other update from Wednesday, April 24th, this is where you're going to see this DailyNetPay Private Trade Fund. Well, it's going to be Private Trade Fund Share at pack number 3, which originally I said 150%, but we're going to go with 130%, because once again, in that update this morning, I want to give you a stable, dependable, reliable source. And most of all, what's important is we got to achieve that 130%. This is not some, scheme that, we do hyped offers or whatever. This is from real trading. The money that goes into private trade fund shares, which will be in the future, and current private trade fund, private trade shares, that goes into real trading. I trade with that money, okay, and you earn up to 150%. So, 150%, it takes about 300 days or more to receive that. All right, sometimes maybe even sooner. Most private trade shares are going to start maturing in about October. All right, so, but there's members who are earning a little over $100 a week, and they still compound. Some are doing the 50-50 plan. 1 week they compound, 1 week they withdraw. The choice is yours, whatever. But the 130%, I originally was going to give you about 150%. I was going to change the private trade share to offer you 60 to 90 days. That's impossible. That's pushing myself. So 130%, I know it's achievable based on our current past trades, what I'm doing, and I want you to feel secure, because that is my number one. All I do is concentrate on trading, and eventually I want to have an account with, $500,000 up to $1 million trading account, and you're going to be earning that $600 a month. If you have enough private trade shares, that $600 a month is going to turn into $6,000 a month paid weekly. But like I said, we got to reach that above $500,000 to $1 million account. And the way we're going, compounding, and the way I'm working, it's getting there. We've only been trading with private trade funds since truly beginning of December. Actually, it was about mid-November. So we're at early stage and we're doing good. But you want to hear that, you can go to this update, and there's that movie video, and you can hear all about that. So what kind of results did we have for this week? Well, here we are. The trading results for private trade shares, April 29th to May 3rd. The week's profit was 3.77%. That Canadian dollars versus U.S. dollars kind of killed us with few trades. If we didn't have that, we would have had well over 5%. But, you know, trading is trading. We still came ahead. Awanda, we have two trades, the winners, 2 losses, so it was like 50-50, and we have 1 open trade, and that's for the U.S. Canadian dollar. The FX choice, the hedge fund, 33 wins, 9 losses, 2 open trades. Once again, those open trades are with U.S. dollar against the Canadian dollar. BitMEX, well, we've done 13 wins. The 12 wins that we had, they were small, nothing major. The last one that I've sold today, last few days, where we earned over 70%, that was the biggest win. Losses in BitMEX? None. I trade Bitcoin very conservatively, okay? I take my time. I double check everything because Bitcoin is pretty wild right now. We can lose that 70% very fast, so I am being very, very cautious and trading, you know, sometimes I trade 1/10 of account. I traded about 1/3, actually, but 1/4 of our account for that big win today. You know, if we would have traded half of our account, wow, we would have been big. But we could lose just as fast with Bitcoin. So, and open trades with BitMEX, what you've seen right now, we have 1. So total wins for this week, we had 48 wins, 11 losses, and 4 open trades. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That's how this week looked, and I hope we have a better week next week. I wish all, before I wish, I just want to make sure that the earnings, DNP earnings, the payouts, those who withdraw their payouts on a weekly basis, they're going to be going all weekend. They're going to be completed by Sunday. All private trade share bonus payouts, same thing, going out all weekend. And DNP referral commissions will be processed as well. All of the payouts updates should be done by Sunday, sometimes before Monday next week's market open. Okay? Now I'm going to say I wish you very best. Enjoy your weekend. Have a safe weekend. And, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I wish each and every day of your life have a profitable days in whatever you do. Thank you for listening, and God bless.